Hi guys, it's Miss Davies. How are you? I know most of you have heard right by now that schools are canceled for the rest of the academic year, the actual going into school, but we are going to be continuing to do distance learning. I'm saddened by it because I was hoping to get back to school and getting to see everyone. I miss everyone. But I'm hoping that through these videos, sometimes, getting to see me, it's a little bit easier and so on. Please feel free to reach out at any time. But here we go. So today we're going to be doing math, which is chapter 16, lesson 6. I did bypass a few of the lessons because I didn't think that they were as important to go through. But today we're going to be doing finding the volume of a rectangular prism. And why that's important, an example that I like to give you guys, because I always like to make sure you connect it to why would we use this. Like if you bought an aquarium and you needed to know how much water you needed to fill, the tank with, you would have to find a volume. And when you find the volume of a rectangular prism, when you find the answer, it's actually in cubic units. Okay, so finding the volume of a rectangular prism, the formula that we're going to use, because we're getting into formula usage, is length L times the width times the height. So if we're looking at just the initials, L, length times the width, W times the height equals volume. The first example I have here, you see a little cube here. The length of the cube is 4 yards, which is down here. The width of the cube is 2 yards, which is up here. And the height of the cube is here, which is 4 yards. So we have length 4 yards, width 2 yards, height 4 yards. What we're going to do is we're going to put them into the formula. 4 times 2 times 4 equals 32. So the volume is 32 cubic units right here, 32 cubic units. Okay? We're going to go over 2 more examples for you. The first example I have here, we're looking at another, but this is more like a rectangular. All right, so we're looking at the length. The length is 7 yards, which is up here. The width is 6 yards, which is up here. And then the height, going up and down, is 1 yard. So if we put the formula together, 7 times 6 times 1 equals 42 yards. So the volume of this rectangular prism is 42 yards cubic unit. Okay? And all of this can be put into your calculator. The last example I have for you, all right, we see another little cube, a different shape. All right, so the length, which is here, is 13 feet. The width is 11 feet, which is that right there. The height is 6 feet. So we're going to do 13 times 1 times 6. If you put that into your calculator, you're going to get 858 feet. So the volume of this prism is 858 cubic units. Okay? So I'm going to make some for you, and you're going to have some in a Google Doc form. Feel free to look at this video again if you have any questions. But basically, the formula is length times height times width. If you put all those together and you multiply them, will give you the cubic unit measurement for the volume of a rectangular prism. All right, I look forward to hearing from you guys if you have any questions. I hope everybody's staying safe and doing some social distancing. Bye.